This morning, let's explore the fourth thought. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. This is the Lama you are looking for. We will explore the four thoughts, but first, if you love Star Wars and you want to learn how to meditate as effectively as Qui-Gon Jinn, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. The Four Thoughts is a popular teaching tool in Tibet, and it is inspired by the Kadampa tradition, so it's approximately 1,000 years old. Now, there are two ways to approach it. We can approach it through patriarchy or through matriarchy. We can approach it from fear or from peace. I choose peace and matriarchy. That's how I teach. So, ask any evolutionary biologist, and they will tell you there are stressors. There are circumstantial stressors, physical stressors, social stressors, and mental stressors. Now, the ability to perceive stress is evolved for the sake of survival. It evolved because it served us evolutionarily speaking. However, humans are really good at exacerbating that stress. Now, how do we do that? Here's a big hint. Well, we've got to push the right button here. Do bear with me. Resistance. We exacerbate our stress by resisting. What do we resist? We resist the presence or the potential presence of things we find dreadful. We also resist the actual absence or the potential absence of things we find delightful. There are two very popular terms in Buddhist thought, samsara and nirvana. What if samsara was just really good at resisting things? And what if nirvana was simply mastering the opposite of resisting, which is acquiescing, flowing, allowing? That the secret to the Buddhist path of peace. Now let us turn our attention to the second bit. Independence. America. Welcome to America. I live in America, and I gotta tell you, it's a goofy country. We pride ourselves on independence and forget about interdependence. Even though we're one of the world's wealthiest countries, we have the highest rate of homelessness and one of the world's highest rate for infant mortality. We have cornered the market and needless suffering because we have deified independence. But according to the Buddhist teachings, independence is but an illusion. Oh, who cares what some dead Indian guy said? Well, how about neuroscience? In Sam Harris's recent book, Free Will, functional magnetic resonance imaging studies have shown that independence and free will are an illusion of our very complex brains. We are the product of a vast web of interdependence. Think of it this way. Everything being a phenomena affects other things being a phenomena and is affected by other things being a phenomena. Sometimes overtly, sometimes subtly, sometimes immediately, sometimes eventually, sometimes actually, other times potentially. There's the fourth dichotomy that escapes my memory at the moment. We live in an interdependent world now. In the scary, scary worldview of patriarchy, that means, so you better be good for goodness sake, or Krampus is going to drag your ass to hell. Gee, guys, thanks. But from the point of view of matriarchy, it's like, what a wonderful opportunity to be of service. As healthy mammals, born with a fully functional anterior cingulate gyrus, we are actually wired for empathy and compassion and cooperation. And the very fact that we live in this vast, interdependent web, metaphorically speaking, means that we can have a positive effect on the world around us, simply by being the person that our dog already thinks we are. How wonderful is that? Now we're going to take a quick break from this explanation. This lesson has not been interrupted by any ads, for it is only supported by the generosity of other viewers just like you. So do be so very kind as to click the Patreon link in the description area below the video. We come now to the third line. There is nothing permanent to grasp. Once again, from the scary, scary worldview of patriarchy, that's once again threatening us, that death is chasing us like some specter in the haunted mansion at Disneyland. And patriarchy further tries to manipulate us, saying death is going to get you, and then you're going to stand judgment for all you've done and probably roast your gonads in hell. Gee, guys, thanks. But from the point of view of matriarchy, we look at impermanence as a tool to help us let go, a tool to help us let go of our tendencies to resist and instead relax, and allow, and flow. The fourth line is an invitation to make the most of our precious lives. Well, what makes our lives so precious? If you ask some people, human life is cheap and expendable. And however, as humans, we have this wonderful opportunity. Not only do we have a brainstem. In fact, let's go for a second here. Let's get to something really fun and exciting and go to the picture of the brain. Welcome to the picture of the big old brain. There it is, folks. Ghastly, is it not? So as humans, not only do we have a brainstem wired to live, that wants only to live and not to die. And as mammals, not only do we have an anterior cingulate gyrus wired to give a flying fuck about others, but we also have this big old region here that frankly looks like a bumper, doesn't it? Looks like a bumper in a bumper car. But this is the seat of our intellect. So we have these fabulous minds that we can use to practice mindfulness and meditation and to contemplate love and to contemplate letting go, to get better and better at escaping the tyranny of resistance. That kind of makes life suck. And to use these parts of our brain in harmony so that we can be the acquiescent, groovy, peaceful people we were born to be. But how are we going to make the most of these precious lives? That is going to be explored in the next video. If you feel I have earned it, give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Write something in the comment area just below the video, for that really helps with YouTube's algorithm. And if you are as geeky as me, this is the way.